Hi, welcome to Three Dudes in a Movie with your hosts Jacob, Marty, and Ryan. Here we watch and review a variety of movies. Also, find us on Instagram at Three Dudes in a Movie. Thank you for listening and enjoy this week's episode.
He did it. What do you want, cocaine bear? You want the moon?
You want the moon.
Throw a razzle around and pull it down.
And then cocaine.
And then cocaine will fall.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Three Dudes in a Movie, the podcast.
This is a wonderful. Our last episode was on "It's a Wonderful Life." It was a terribly wholesome episode, and this is the
we
opposite.
got pretty deep.
Pretty deep. I don't want to get that deep into this one.
It's impossible. It's just not possible.
But we're gonna spend some time trying to convince Ryan why he should, or at least he thinks I'm gonna spend some time convincing him why I think he should watch it.
I don't know. That's what you've said other movies before. So
That's
figured
true.
you
I
would
don't
say it.
know.
I don't think you need to watch this one, Ryan.
An oddball group of cops, criminals, tourists, and teens converge on a Georgia forest where a huge black bear goes on a murderous rampage after unintentionally ingesting cocaine.
It doesn't need to say unintentionally.
I know.
Because the first time, it
Sure.
is unintentional.
Sure.
But that thing is
After that-
after the stuff.
Afterwards,
After
it's all I can think about.
that.
Inspired by true events.
So, hey, spoilers moving forward. This is a fairly new movie. You know the drill. I'm Marty.
I'm Jacob.
I'm Ryan.
So Ryan has not seen this.
Nope.
And that's fine.
Don't plan on it.
Yeah, I don't know if you should plan on it.
All right. Well,
So, I mean, if you can,
we can't tell people to go, hey, we're about to watch this movie. You're about to watch this movie. Don't go watch it. And then do an episode on it.
I mean, it is certain. Well, we did.
We've done it before.
Because we've done.
Which
Old
one did
Boy.
we do that? Oh, well, but yeah, Old Boy's 20 years old. This is a new
Oh, that's
release.
true. I'm not telling people they shouldn't go see it. I just don't think Ryan would care for it.
That's true. I don't think Ryan would care for it. I don't know. There's some nature. There's some trees
And
out
a
there.
lot of
From what I understand,
There's a
it's not
tree.
accurate enough.
It's not at all.
Because I guess the
well,
bear
it's-
actually died within like 15
Yeah,
minutes.
it was
So
immediate.
the first 10 minutes of the movie are accurate, and then after that,
Yeah.
the guy, it stops with the guy whose plane went down. He actually did
Fall off
He
and die.
fell
Yeah.
on someone's driveway in Knoxville with like 150 pounds of cocaine, and that he died, and that's what started that's what started the investigation. So from that perspective, yes, but everything
But
else,
that's it. Oh,
mhm.
and the bear ingested that bag.
Yeah.
But that's about it. Because yeah, you're right. That bear died immediately. Gosh, that's crazy. This movie is pretty bloody, and there's a good bit of swearing, so it's rated R for a reason.
It's
Just in case you were thinking about
some
seeing it.
some movies are more rated R than others.
That's
this
true.
is very
This
rated
is
R.
yes, very rated R, but it's not like inappropriate. It's just mature. Is that fair?
It's fun.
Gosh, it was fun.
It's fun. It's not. It's pretty gratuitous with it.
yeah, it is.
It's not super. It's I don't know. This thing's been happening in the last 5 minutes,
That's because the internet, when the power dropped.
Oh, that's
Wow.
right. The internet went out.
so I gotta.
Battery backup's on that yet.
So I'm out with no internet.
For a minute.
All right.
Your phone still working.
Yeah, I can use a hotspot.
Dude, Chili's texted me.
I really Snapchat got me.
All right.
But yeah, let's get into it. So
Yeah.
this is first of all, interesting movie concept, like you said, the true story of Cocaine Barry. Barry.
My good pal, Cocaine Barry.
Cocaine Barry. But this is a one that Elizabeth Banks picked up. It's like I'm
Yeah.
gonna direct it.
I hope. I need to see if she has any statements or anything about that, because
Yeah.
that's so funny to me that she did this. If you don't know who Elizabeth Banks is, I mean, she's been acting for probably a couple of decades by now. She was Effie Trinket. I think that was her biggest role in the Hunger Games.
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't help you know what she looks like, because that's not what she looks like. But
So I can't remember. I cannot. I read an article about an interview of leading up to it, about like what was her, kind of her
Reasoning?
vision for it, and basically she was like, I wanted to take the approach of what would have happened. Like this bear is found in the midst of this drug war because it's related. It's related to Pablo Escobar.
yeah,
So you're talking about an international just drug war happening in the United States.
Because that's essentially what Sid is talking about. What rest in peace to what's the actor's name who played Sid? Goodfellas.
Ray Liotta.
Ray Liotta, yeah.
Yeah. Well,
That's what Sid's character's talking about.
But she says, so here he is, this bear is in the middle of this drug war and then happens upon this cocaine and then it kills him. And so she was like, this is more, the style behind this would be like, if the bear had lived. This is more of a tribute to the bear.
Alternate reality.
Yeah, and a tribute to the bear and that like, this is him getting his revenge. Now, it doesn't really make any sense because, spoiler alert, we find out it's a girl bear, female bear with little cubs.
That's true.
So I didn't really get that part. Like, you made the movie and you forgot the gender of the bear. But anyway, she's like, this is the bear's revenge story of like coming back and making a statement against these people.
What have these people done to this bear?
Well, they gave him cocaine and killed him.
Oh, well, that's true.
Yeah,
that's true.
That's kind of the thing. It was unmitigated. Like, this is basically it's so funny because it's what I like about the movie is that there are moments that it is very naturey and it's like we should be respectful of the environment. Yeah. And you're like, yes, for sure. I'm that because it does feel like that. You do have characters that are like that are ranged from like, here's a couple drug runners who are just trying to get their stuff and get out, and they don't care for the hiking, they don't care for any of that. And then you have the people that are like, no, we need to care for them. Like, we have to take care of the wildlife. Like, don't scare the wildlife. Yeah. All that kind of stuff. But and then in the middle of it, you have this cocaine ravaged bear who is just wreaking havoc. Where you're like, well, he's not. The bear's not wrong.
Yeah.
You are trampling.
It's just
on
high.
Yeah. You are like, you are trespassing its territory. It's just like just crazy aggressive.
Yes.
About it.
It's a tad overkill. It might be above average aggression.
Yeah.
Man, this movie cracked me up.
Yes.
Little Henry was so funny.
Just makes that movie.
Oh, he does. This seems like the kind of thing a man wishes to forget or something like that.
This seems like he's like, I want to forget this, but this kind of thing seems like something that would stick with a man for the rest of his life.
That's right.
Just
oh my god,
12-year-old.
Yeah. Oh, the cast was great. Like this, I thought this was going to be like a surprisingly low budget, and it might have been, but the cast was awesome.
Yeah,
it's got Han Solo.
Yep.
It's got Ice Cube's son.
The new Han Solo.
The new
Ice Cube. Kerry Russell. The guy from Modern Family.
Yep.
What's their name?
Both kids are great.
Yeah.
It's got the one, I think he's Scottish. The guy you say is from Game of Thrones.
Yeah. Yes.
He's got an incredibly. If you saw his face, you'd know who he is.
He's one of the. Oh man, I forget all about this show. He's one of the wildlings, like
I believe you.
Yeah. I love his character in Game of Thrones. He's like legit. He's just like every movie or every role I've seen him in, I've just genuinely enjoyed.
Sure. He was fun in this.
Yeah, he was fun in this.
He was legit in this, but he just ran into a bear.
Jesse Tyler Ferguson, that's the one from Modern Family, and then
okay.
Margot Martindale, she's the Ranger. Which people I've seen her in movies.
Yeah, she looked familiar.
Yeah. Who's the sheriff? Isaiah Whitlock, Jr.
Him, when he the first thing he says, caught me so off guard. It was maybe my favorite moment of the movie, where the officer who backstabs him later.
Yeah.
But the officer basically the only two officers we see in the whole movie. Sorry. Where she talked about how her dog just passed away.
Yeah.
And he goes, "Did it play fetch and stuff?" And just the way he says it in the middle of a crime scene.
Yeah.
I lost it, man. I was so unprepared for that. And that's just who this guy is.
Yeah.
He's soft-spoken, and he loves his new dog. But he's got a little frou-frou dog who's not going to play fetch and stuff.
No. This cast had 25 people total.
It doesn't seem like it.
Yeah.
But it's true.
And every one of them you remember. Like, they are so, just so character. Like, you're just out there. You're like, it almost felt like a, I don't know, like one of those character studies of each of them. And you're like, man, I wonder how the bear's going to kill them.
Yes. Yeah, because we got the 3 teens as well.
Yeah.
2 officers. 3 drug runners,
Yeah.
counting Ray Liotta.
Yeah, a couple of the kids.
Yep, 2 kids, the mom,
the foreigners, like the
Yep.
2 European hikers.
the ranger, and the
the
guy.
that work for the game or the Parks and Rec. Yeah. It was a very, very fun movie. It was fun to turn your brain off. It was very much it. I think I said this when we walked out. It's fun to have a movie that doesn't. It's not virtue signaling. It's not trying to make you feel bad. It's not trying to say anything. It's not. It's very self-contained. It's not the end of the world. It's just like, dude, just have fun. Like movies used to do this, and now they don't. Like they have to have the moral of the story. And it's like, golly, dude,
just one-off films
yeah.
anymore.
Why can't it just be a bear high on cocaine mauling people? It's like, yeah, it's over. It's the violence is not for the faint of heart, but like,
dude, especially the gurney.
Oh my gosh, dude, yeah. It is. It kind of has that sort of almost Final Destination-esque kind of feel, but it's not. I don't like. I've talked about this before. I don't like the disaster horror. I'm not a huge fan of that.
Death for death's sake.
Yeah, I'm not. But this one is just like, I don't know, man. Let's just have fun. You don't have to worry about. I like that you're not super invested in any of the characters because you know they're probably gonna die.
Yeah.
Like, but either way, but they're funny. Like they're each like so well done. Like the script's so well written. Like it's a funny. Like they each have their moment, and then they're like killed off screen or whatever it is.
And then the ones that you do care about lived. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you really only care about them because you spent the most time with them.
Yeah, and I think I would have some of the characters that lived if they had died. I've been like, well, that's okay.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's not it's not like a. At no point did I feel like, well, what's the messaging in this movie? And to be honest, I'm totally fine with that because I get enough of that everywhere. I get tired. It's just
super fair.
So it was good to just like turn your brain off. Soundtrack is so good.
It was amazing.
It was very 80s.
You're so right.
Very synthwave. Like it made it. It felt like an 80s criminal. Like it was like a mix of Law and Order, like Dick Wolf, Law and Order, like dun dun and synthwave at the same time.
Yep, that's
I was like,
true.
dude, I feel like we're like Hotline Miami or something.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Yeah, Miami Vice maybe.
Yeah. Miami Vice, but in the woods.
Yes.
It was,
honestly, it was, and it's so short.
Mm-hmm.
It was like 97 minutes maybe.
Yeah, very quick.
Oh man, I say this all the time because it's just becoming more true. Dude, if a movie's like 90-ish minutes, get me in and out.
Yeah.
Oh, you have my heart. Mm-hmm. Like I don't care. Like I loved Venom 2, Let There Be Carnage.
Yeah.
And part of that reason, it's 83 minutes long.
Yeah.
Dude. It's like, dude, it's so short. What do you want?
Yeah, you don't have time to develop. Like the plot's easy. There's a bear out there killing people, and
it wants coke.
Yeah,
it wants more.
Yeah, the drug dealers want the cocaine. The kids are trying to get out. Like they're wanting to go hang out in the woods. Mom's trying to find them because they're lost in the woods.
Yep.
It's like, all right.
Yeah, nothing is. The only thing that is asinine is that the bear is alive.
Yeah. And well, it comes back to life. The cocaine brings
Even that,
back,
yes.
brings her back to life.
She straight up gets shot and falls like a good 50 feet.
Yeah, and she comes back to life.
Yep.
Yeah.
But it's funny.
It's
like, let's throw this almost supernatural bear just in the midst of these people just doing a thing.
It's almost like one of those that I'd have to be careful with. I don't think that if I knew I was like home alone by myself and without judgment, I'd throw it on while I'm like doing laundry or something.
Yes.
Second somebody walks in and goes, "Is this just like you're just passing time?" I'll be like, "No, I was really paying attention. It's really bothering me."
It's doing a work on my heart.
Yeah. I was just trying to evaluate where we are as a culture.
Well, speaking of where we are as a culture,
what
was your favorite kill?
I was just about to ask.
Were you?
Yeah. I think
I know mine.
I don't know that I have necessarily a favorite kill.
Or you could say death because, like you said,
it's almost death. Yeah.
Where it's like just the chaos of this bear being here leads to a couple of deaths.
Very Zombieland-esque.
Yes, there are a couple of deaths the bear does not cause.
Yeah. Oh man, that's tough. I'd say I'll come back to this. I'll talk about like my favorite moment because it's not necessarily a kill. My favorite, it's probably This is horrible. But my favorite's when she shoots one of the teenagers in the head. And you're like, what the? It's like, you
Yeah.
shot him.
Yeah.
Just because it's funny.
Well, I didn't mean to.
It's funny. Yeah, that would probably be my favorite.
That was great. Mine is probably when the bear's climbing the tree to Henry,
Oh, dude.
and then the other guys in the other
Oh,
tree.
jeez. That would be my second favorite.
The way the bear moved to
Yeah,
get to him,
it's terrifying.
like it was going so slow after Henry, but it smelled that guy had he had bumped into a Coke stash and it was
Yeah.
on his shirt.
Yeah.
And the bear was like,
I need that.
and dude, the way it jumps down from well over halfway up this one tree,
Yeah.
down to the ground and up all the way back up to this other tree,
Yeah.
and just gets him so fast. It was cool.
It was very
it was
cool.
really cool.
Yeah.
Uh,
What was your favorite moment? It can be that, like as
Yeah.
far as favorite death, but it didn't have to
man, that was up there. So was like I said earlier with did you play fetch and stuff? Gosh,
Yeah,
that
yeah.
got me. I'll say this because I've said this on the podcast before. I'm a sucker for a reoccurring joke that's done well, and so O'Shea Jackson, and his jersey.
Oh yeah.
It's like, dude, I love this
I love this
jersey.
jersey, dude.
It got stabbed
Yeah.
through. It got blood all over it. He had to use it as a
Tourniquet.
tourniquet.
Yeah.
Because, oh, that's right. Because the cop shoots a couple of his fingers off, so he's got to use it as a tourniquet.
How did he shoot? They're not even connected. How did he shoot
That's true. He shoots the ring and the pointer.
That was really
Oh,
funny.
that was so.
He's
funny.
like, can I pick up my friend's finger? He's like, yeah.
Yeah, go ahead. Oh.
He's like, I'll just hold on to these.
And then we just got the one teenager who's talking about moving to New York with his best friends.
He's like, we're gonna move after this.
We're
It's
gonna
like,
chase
nah,
our
dude,
dreams.
They're dead.
And it shows the little thing of them on the
It
couch.
cuts to them, on the
and
couch.
the other two are dead because they are.
Yeah. I thought one humorous and then one scary. One the scary one when the paramedics arrive
Through
and
the door.
yeah, and
Dude,
he
I was
walks
thinking
in
that
the
too.
stethoscope and she just goes bear. And then you see
And he comes out of the shadows.
Oh,
That was
I
a
was so
great
scared.
scene.
So scary.
And just, I think that was, I do think, I mean, that was definitely the scariest scene.
yeah.
But the thing that was because I'm not a huge fan of gross
Mhm.
horror.
Yeah.
Like Cronenberg, not a fan.
Right.
So when he tackles the door down on top of that guy and his bloody mucousy mouth is dripping on him, I'm like, oh, please kill me quickly. Like,
I'm glad he
So
didn't.
gross.
I'm glad he didn't kill him there though, because I thought that's
true.
what was gonna happen.
yeah.
I'm glad it felt kind of. It would be cheap. It'd be like expected.
It would have been yeah.
My funny moment, I would say, is probably when the bear falls asleep on top of whatever his
Han
character.
Solo.
Yeah, on Han Solo. On
Dude.
on Eddie.
So funny. Eddie.
yeah.
Yeah. Eddie's like,
And he's like,
the whole time I feel like I'm trying to be,
She's alive. It's a she.
it's a she. How do you know? Her privates are on my shoulder.
Yeah.
I feel like the whole time we're supposed to be sympathetic to Eddie. And for the most part I am, but then I wake up and remember, oh yeah, this guy's abandoned his child for a couple
Well,
of weeks.
yeah, he doesn't you don't like him at first because he's like, man, she died and dad killed her. And he's
6 more days of John.
Yeah.
The tattoo that he got her name Joan tattooed, but
Yeah,
it says
it's
John
Joan.
instead.
And I thought, even when they go to the when he's like when Ice Cube Jr. when
At the bar.
David comes to the bar and he's like, what is this bowl of noodles? Is there any? He's like, can I get what this is? He's like, is there anything else in there? He's like,
Penne, yeah.
yeah, penne. Can I get the penne pasta? Is there anything else in there? No.
It's
I
just
guess
noodles, man.
I'll just get the noodles. It's like, dude, what bar are you going to getting penne
And getting
pasta?
pasta.
Just the noodles, man. Ugh.
Oh, that's true. That's funny.
Yeah, it's a good time.
It was just a delightful film.
Carrie Russell is great. I think she was probably the strongest. You know, I really also
Sure,
go back to the
Carrie
'80s.
Russell
I
is
loved her
great.
'80s mom tracksuit.
Oh,
It was
absolutely.
so funny.
Yeah,
And her little
she was
bike.
definitely out jogging.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, she was bike riding. That's
Yeah,
right.
yeah,
Same thing.
yeah. But
Oh,
I loved her character. Like she obviously was kind of the straitjacket, like the voice of reason
Absolutely.
through all of this.
yep. Because the two kids, they were good kids, but they were kids.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, they did ingest cocaine,
Mhm.
but they didn't realize really what
What
cocaine
it was. They
yeah.
thought they were joking.
Yeah. Not so much.
Yeah.
Her and her physician boyfriend who we did not meet, but
We see him for a second.
at the end.
No, at the beginning. Because when she gets the phone call or whatever, she gets told that hey, you got a call from the school waiting on you, and then she like pecks him on the cheek.
Gosh, I don't remember that.
Yeah, there's a moment like that at the hospital.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's neat. Nashville shout out.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
they want to do a weekend trip to Nashville.
That's right.
Uh,
I've done quite a few weekend trips to Nashville.
that's true. I do
Now-
one. I do one every
Now-
weekend.
No, I was just thinking about that because it's on my memories. This weekend, I think, would that have been 5 years ago? Golly, dude.
That's wild.
I had been to Nashville before moving here. I had been here on 3 or 4 weekend trips.
Wow.
2. Oh, you too?
No.
Oh.
Before moving here, I'd only been here twice.
Oh, nice. Why did you come here?
I came to visit Belmont twice. Well,
Oh,
visit
okay.
Belmont once,
Right.
register for Belmont,
Oh,
and then
okay.
I moved in.
Nice.
I before coming here, I'd never really like quote unquote been to Nashville.
Okay.
It's funny because you say your memories showed you that. I'll have one that'll pop up here in a couple of days because there was a mission trip we did over spring break in college.
Yeah.
And we drove through Nashville on the way down, and it was night. And I remember I posted on Facebook. I swear every time I pass by Nashville, it's prettier than the last time. So that's so funny.
Yeah.
That was probably 5 or 6 years ago. That's so
I
funny.
thought you did a trip here.
Well,
'Cause didn't
that
you
was before
stay-
that was before I moved here. That's true.
Yeah, you.
I feel like I
Preston
count that
Taylor.
as part of the story.
Oh, okay.
Because that was the year I moved here. That was 2020.
Oh, yeah.
But the other time I'd been here was on the way. Honestly, it was probably the same trip. On the way to a spring break mission trip destination, we stopped at Monell's for dinner,
Oh my goodness.
and that was lovely.
Yeah, we things are different. It's definitely. You knew that it was like a cool town. Like there was stuff happening, but it's not nearly as much as what's
Yeah.
happening now. It's kinda
Oh my
crazy.
goodness, yeah.
It's wild.
Even just the last 5 years, and I can only imagine the last 20 years.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
it's wild.
Yeah, we spent. I'm trying to think. As my freshman year of high school, so that would have been close to 13 years ago. Golly,
Don't say that out loud.
12 or 13 years ago. We came here to spend a week, but I don't remember what all we did. I mean, we did like the Parthenon and
Sure.
some of the Hard Rock. I
Walk
don't-
down Broadway.
kind of.
Not-
Yeah.
Not partake, of course.
No, of course not. But we did. We did during the daytime. Not partake.
did drink
well,
during the
no, we it's like New Orleans or something. We no.
Yeah, New Orleans just has a different drinking age limit.
I mean, ask them. We did, but we walked down and heard all the music, all the live music
Sure.
and stuff, and then we went to the Country Music Hall of Fame.
Oh yeah, I still never been there.
It was
I
fun. It
gotta
was a good
go.
time.
I don't listen to country music. I'd love to learn all that stuff though.
So it was special. It was special. I don't know. My grandpa and he was part of it. He was a recording artist here, and so then
That's right.
So there's a little bit of a legacy there for I guess for him and for my grandma, my mom, that side of the family. They enjoyed it much more than I did. At the time, I was just like,
Sure.
I don't care what Gramps did.
Yeah, you were
75 years ago.
Freshman.
Yeah. I was a jerk, so I didn't. So I think they enjoyed the trip a lot. I mean, I had a great time, but I think it was really special for them.
I bet.
So then,
And now
so
you
I
live
said,
here.
and now I'm just gonna live here. Now,
Yeah.
when I did, so then I
Something to
visited.
do.
I visited a couple times in college for like formals, and they were
That's
always,
right.
They were always fun.
That's
We
right.
stayed. What did we do?
Stayed at the Marriott.
No, where was our venue? I guess is it the Belmont Mansion?
I mean, probably.
Yeah,
You stayed at the Belmont Mansion?
yeah. No, we didn't stay there. We had an event there.
Oh,
Sorry.
yeah. They do
Uh,
events in there, yeah.
Yeah, we
That
did that.
makes
That
more
was
sense.
fancy. I can't remember where our event was the second year. I don't remember. Anyway,
The power's going crazy.
It's crazy windy.
if you don't know, there's tornadoes actively happening around
That's true.
us.
Yep.
And,
We're-
so we're
but we're recording because we
staying
love you
strong.
guys. That's right.
And we're in a basement, so this is about as good as it gets.
That's
So
true. What if we go back upstairs and there's no house?
I feel like there
You
would
think we'd
be
know?
a couple things that would let us know.
Like the
like
lights
the
flashing
power
on
would
and off?
completely stop.
Oh.
Yeah, my
Because
mom
that's
would
attached
call
to the
me and go,
roof.
"Hey, your house is gone. I see this on your
On
your
Google,
life
yeah.
track, whatever the thing is, the life tracker or whatever."
The what?
Whatever the track they have for teenagers on their phone. Like
Life
you're not
360.
Your mom?
Yeah, Life
Your mom
360.
has that for you?
No, I said
Oh.
that was the joke.
I'm like-
Google Maps does that now too.
Oh, really?
They don't need third-party apps anymore.
Nice.
They don't even ask for permission.
And this was, I guess, is this officially? I don't know. Officially Ray Liotta's last movie?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. So
Ray
passed
Liotta,
away in
friend of the podcast.
May 2022. And,
He passed away like the week after we watched Goodfellas.
Yes, he did. Yes, it was very quick. Yes, because I remember it. Yeah, he was here and then he was gone.
And then we told a story about how I killed Betty White.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's true.
That's my fault.
It is. Anyway, so yeah, Marty, any other thoughts you have before we drill Ryan about it?
I'm ready.
Oh, okay. You're ready. All right. Well, Ryan, what are your concerns?
About the movie?
Yeah.
Why are you hesitant to see it?
Yeah, why are you hesitant to see it, man?
It's rated R.
That's
It's
true.
about drugs.
Yeah.
And
People
a
die.
murderous bear.
Mm.
I was homeschooled growing up, so I feel like I'm still getting in trouble if I go watch a movie like that.
I you know what? I believe you. I do think that
That's why I haven't told my parents about this podcast. I don't think they'd
Oh
approve
no!
of me watching
they'd be
all
like,
these
"Oh,
R-rated
this is
movies.
Cocaine Bear was intended to be a temporary working title. The producers decided to release it under that name as they couldn't think of anything else.
Yeah,
What would you call
I
it?
wouldn't even want to put any effort into that. Yeah.
I don't know.
What would you call it?
I don't know.
It's a cocaine bear.
Nice.
This is a better cocaine movie than Goodfellas.
Oh, wow!
That's my problem with
You're
Goodfellas.
so brave.
Why would you say something so controversial
Yeah,
yet so brave?
brave.
I know I just didn't care a lot for Goodfellas, and a lot of that was because it just turns into a movie about crack.
Yeah.
I didn't like that part. But I liked the parts about cocaine in this.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty neat.
Elizabeth Banks was also in Modern Family.
Really?
Yeah.
I should watch Modern Family. I've never watched it.
It's good.
Clips make me laugh.
They do a really good job. Sorry, it's now become the Modern Family podcast. They do a really good job, I think, of what every modern sitcom tries to do.
Yeah, and a lot fail, I'm sure.
The misdirection, miscommunication that sets up this funny. I'm sure there's a really heady
Term for
it,
Yeah.
but it's like whatever the like whenever he says one of them says well, oh man, her and her brown friend can go back to Colombia, and Sofia Vergara thinks that he's talking about her and her son.
Yeah.
And really, he was talking about legitimately two professors, one that was from Columbia and one from
from
Brown University.
Yeah.
And he's like, no, that's not what I was saying.
I have seen that clip. Yeah.
It's so funny.
so good.
They do a really good job of setting those up.
And
Just about every episode.
That cast is spectacular.
Yeah.
It is. Do you prefer that or New Girl?
I think New Girl because it's just easy to turn on and just not have to worry about.
Sure.
Modern Family, there's a little bit more of an investment in terms of the through line, like the through storyline.
Okay.
Yeah. Whereas like with New Girl, it's a little bit easier of like a sit down and walk away, come back. You're like, I get the idea of what's happening here. But in terms of if I wanted to sit down and watch it, probably Modern Family.
Okay.
It just has so many funny, quirky.
Oh, absolutely.
Like you told me you love my bluegrass band, Ban Jovi. My bluegrass cover band, Ban Jovi.
That's so funny.
But yeah. So Cocaine Bear, it's interesting.
It is. Yep. If you're willing to get past Ryan's hesitations, and if you have those hesitations, they are valid. Do not feel bad for them. It's a good watch.
Yeah, I agree. Watch it in good conscience. Know that it's gonna be a rough.
Yep.
But it's not.
It certainly doesn't.
I honestly think it's one of those that just. It might sound pompous, but it's like in a world that already there's other movies out here doing that, but they just go for 2 hours and try to tell you how to be a better person.
Yeah.
I'm like, just watch this. It's the same amount of violence, just without all the crummy other stuff.
Yep. And it doesn't glorify cocaine.
Yeah, no.
It's a plot point.
It's just, the only person who does cocaine are the bears and the kids. But other than that, it does not glorify the cocaine.
Just so you know, children do ingest cocaine in this movie.
That is true.
But they do it wrong, so it's okay.
Yeah, and it's kind of a joke. It's like,
yes, this movie does not endorse cocaine.
But in the same...
Gosh, there's a lot of coke in this movie.
In the same vein, will I ever talk about this movie again after this? Probably. It's all I can think about.
Yeah,
just kidding.
It's all consuming my thoughts.
Yeah. No, it's fun.
No, I'll probably watch it again in a year and have a good time.
I think I also feel better about it because it is so removed from, like, it's the 80s. If this was, like, going on right now, I'd be like, I don't know that we should be watching this. But it feels like they've got it. I say going on right now. Pablo Escobar's empire is still around. But, I mean, you know what I mean.
Yeah, you're fine. You're fine.
If cocaine was to be rained across... the Smokies again, like next week, I'd be like, we shouldn't be talking about this. This is too soon.
That's fair.
But
it's 40 years ago.
Yeah, it'll be all right. All right. So our new release list, do you want to go ahead and do that? And then we'll call our friend?
Yeah. You mean like ranking for the new release?
Yeah.
Yep.
We only have 2.
Facts.
Yep.
And this is... I still have Puss in Boots on this list.
All right.
I know I don't need to, but I do. So I have 3.
Okay.
Not important. Puss in Boots is number 1.
Yeah.
Cocaine Bear is number 2.
Oh, really?
I have seen Ant-Man Quantumania twice, and it's good. I like it.
Yeah.
But Cocaine Bear is 45 minutes shorter.
Mm-hmm.
Made me laugh just as much.
It's very unique.
It's incredibly unique. And Ant-Man Quantumania, it's got some uniqueness, but it's also very Star Wars.
Yep. Yeah. So, that's mine. Yeah, 1, 2.
One's
Cocaine Bear, and then Ant-Man
Ant-Man.
the Wasp, Quantumania. Yeah, I like the uniqueness of it. It will not stay at number 1, I know.
No.
It will probably be towards the bottom. But I mean, like I said, for the uniqueness, for the fun that it is, the fact that there's nothing else like it being made right now.
Are we shooting for Creed 3?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'd intend to.
Yep. So
we'll have to watch.
We got to watch Creed 2 soon. But
yeah.
We will.
Yeah.
We'll worry about it after Florida.
All right. And Atlanta.
That's right. So we got 2 weeks. Yeah. So we're gonna see Creed 3 pretty late. Sorry, guys. If you want that episode soon.
When does it releases this weekend?
Today.
Yep. We watched Puss in Boots. What, 4 weeks after release?
We got
the
next year.
We got a little bit. Yeah, we did. We waited a year the next year to do it. All right. So now is the part in the show where we call our friend.
Who are we calling?
We're calling Mr. Tristan Hurt. He's a good buddy, friend of the show. He's really excited about it. I said no pressure, just be funny.
You tell him to pick a number.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I will.
Well, that's true.
You want me to talk to him?
Yeah, you take lead.
Okay. You ready?
He knows it's coming.
Sure. He will. Mother's love.
Hello?
Mr. Tristan, how you doing?
Good. How are you guys?
Doing good. You are on
So good.
3 Dudes in a Movie podcast. Welcome aboard. How are you doing? Well, you staying safe out there? Is it storming?
Dude, I might cry. I am so honored to be on this podcast. You guys have no idea.
Wait, are you crying because of the rain or because you're honored to be on the podcast?
Well, thanks for outing me. I am scared of storms. I'm actually out trying to golf right now in these 60-mile-per-hour winds.
Are you really? Dude, you're a jerk. That's not true at all.
No, dude, I'm watching Creed, getting ready for the new movie.
Oh,
we were
nice.
just talking
That's
about
going to be
it.
our next new release, so we'll have to have you aboard.
Oh, dude, let's do it. I don't know if I'll actually see it before you guys release the podcast.
That's fine. We
I
got to
get
see it
the
before
gist.
then too.
We'll fix it in post.
Jonathan Majors.
Yeah.
Is he playing Kang in it, or is he playing a boxer? I can't keep his character straight, man.
I don't think Jonathan Majors is playing Kang in
Actually,
Creed 3.
the last 5 minutes of Ant-Man is pulled from Creed 3. They just took Paul Rudd instead of Michael B. Jordan.
Fist fight.
That's what I was thinking, and
Yeah.
that's kind of what I thought. And I thought this is maybe a multiverse
That
kind of thing going on.
yeah.
Here.
It's accurate.
Where I can't remember Michael B. Jordan's character's name.
Creed?
And Black Panther.
Oh, Killmonger. Yeah.
Killmonger, that's right. I think he'll be back, but obviously different universe, different timeline. Instead of Killmonger and being related to the Black Panther family, he is royalty in another way, as in Apollo Creed's son.
Yeah, how long have you been thinking about this? You've got a lot of thoughts on this.
I know. I've been watching the movie, like I said, and there's just so many parallels. And I think Sylvester Stallone's going to be in a Avengers movie here soon. So
oh wow, you heard it here first.
And I could have just made that up. I have no idea.
He was in Guardians too.
That's true. He was in Guardians too. Yes, he was.
Oh, that's fact. So yeah, no, this works. No, we're on it, dude.
All right. Well, hey, Tristan, do you know how this part of the podcast works?
No, man, I've listened to one episode.
Okay. Well, we love
What
that.
episode was it?
Ant-Man.
Yeah, because he was texting me how stupid I am. That's what it was.
That is fact, dude. Some of Jacob's takes, I were like, I don't know if I can be friends with this guy.
Anyway, we're moving on. So here's how it works. We have our IMDb top 100 movie list, and we just ask you to pick a number between 1 and 100, and then that'll be the next movie, depending on where it is on the poster. Now,
all right.
It may, if you choose one that's already been picked, we'll just ask you to do it again.
Okay, that's what I was going to ask you. Okay.
All right.
Let's see. I've been putting a lot of thought into this because I thought you guys were going to ask me this.
Yeah, well, yeah, dude.
I had to fight the urge of going to the list and actually like finding a number of.
People have tried to do that. It's a little outdated.
Yeah, it's outdated now.
So, but you can try it
because we have a printed poster, so that list is solidified.
Yeah.
Okay. Is this actually IMDb's list, or did you guys just make the list and put IMDb on it?
That's a great question.
We should have done that.
If you saw the list, you would think that we did.
Yeah.
We did that. It's the which one is it? The
crowd favorites.
It's crowd favorites. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I did do some research because I am a student of the game.
Okay.
And the number I was going to pick was Parasite. And I don't want to have to watch a film with subtitles because I'm not that smart.
All right.
So follow along, and I like being on Instagram and stuff.
Okay.
So we're gonna go with 12.
Do you have?
I don't remember.
12 has been selected.
That was
12's already been selected.
Golly, guys, I wasn't ready for another number.
Because that's all the ones between 1 and 100 I know.
Yeah. Man, I can't say that one. Let's go with 14.
Okay.
Oh wow.
Uh-oh.
Wow.
Oh great. What is this?
It is Lord of the Rings: The Two Towers.
Okay.
Punch me in the face, dude. That
Nice.
is maybe the worst pick I could have made. Can you edit that out? Can we do another one?
Now,
No.
do you hate Lord of the Rings?
I'm just not a Middle Earth guy. Like
You said that like a homeschooler.
yeah, I know.
You say I'm not a Lord of the Rings guy. No, I'm just not a Middle Earth guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I tried all those shows and movies like that, and I'm just not that into it.
Well, Ryan's about to hang up on you. So
yeah, that's fine, man. I'm sorry. I'm more like in the John Wick realm of things.
Of homeschool?
Well, we'll do John Wick soon too.
Yeah.
So
Right. Okay, right on.
All right.
It's my job.
Yeah. Well, hey Tristan, thank you so much for your help. We'll be talking.
All right. Is this at the end of the episode or the beginning?
the end. You'll have to fast forward.
Smack dab in the middle.
It's the first thing we do.
Okay, we're in the middle of the episode?
Yeah.
Well, I hope the first bit of it was awesome, and I hope the end of it is even better.
Thanks, man. I
Pretty
appreciate
nice.
that.
No problem.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
guys
That's
doing
great,
the work.
man.
All right. Bye.
All right. Later.
That guy talks entirely too much.
And he will be the first to say that.
Yeah, he
So,
will be. You go, dude. I'm trying to watch this movie over here, and y'all are bothering me.
This is
Pick the
this
second
is
best movie of all time.
So
then.
funny to me.
All right. Wait, is it really number 14?
It is.
Oh,
I think it's the lowest of the three
It
on
is
the
the
list.
lowest.
it'd have to
three.
be, right?
I knew we were going to wind up watching these backwards.
All right.
But backwards is better than going 3-1-2.
Yeah.
Dude,
I think that would have been the worst possible
that's
way
good.
to watch them.
That's good. What Bible verse is that? Yeah, I agree. Yeah, that's probably this is honestly best we could have hoped for at this point. So
I'm shocked.
I
That
don't make the rules.
We got 2 Lord of the Rings within 5 picks of each other.
that's true as well.
Yeah.
All right, so
And if anyone cares, no one has ever picked a 50. I'm just gonna say that no one's picked a 50.
what do you mean? Oh yeah,
50 to
I almost
59.
wanted to if he had picked another number that was called, I would have just said hey, think about this. Like we haven't chosen between this range. It's kind of sparse. So maybe think about
50 and the 90s. Those are the two.
Yeah.
The two 10s that we haven't touched.
We'll probably start to do that, I imagine. I go pick a number between 50 and 59 and 90 and 100.
We can do that, yeah.
Yeah. Well, we're not there yet, but yeah.
That's true.
We have yet. I think once we start telling, like people start going to their third number, we haven't had that happen yet, right?
No. We've 3 times we've had someone pick a number. Twice it's been 17.
Yeah. So I think eventually, but anyway.
I should just type the list up and text it to them beforehand and say, hey, these are the ones
we could just do that. We could just tell them what numbers they can't pick.
Man, that sounds like work.
I got the list right here though.
So
our 21st movie will be number 14, Two Towers.
That's right. And then we'll also continue on in our new releases. What we got? Creed 3 and then John Wick 4.
Yeah.
And so we'll be.
And those are both this month.
Figuring out a schedule for that.
Yep.
Well, with Creed, Ryan, have you seen the first one?
Nope.
You've not seen any of the Rockies, right?
Nope.
Oh, okay.
Also haven't seen any of the John Wick movies.
Well, that's
a lot less of those, but also.
Well, there's a lot. The Creed. We can watch one. I feel like I might want to watch the first one because it's been a while.
First Creed, I've only seen it in theaters.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
They're
both on HBO Max now.
Okay, so we 1 and 2. We can watch 1 and 2.
I'd love to rewatch Creed.
And then
Creed, you don't need to watch the Rockies for Creed.
No,
I think they do a good job. Obviously, it helps a lot for a lot of backstory and legacy stuff.
Well, the first Creed does a lot of that.
Yeah, but it does. It also catches you up to speed.
Yeah,
like you're not gonna have any questions. You just won't have that same appreciation for Rocky.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
it's like watching the MCU without watching the TV shows.
There's a bit of truth to that. Yeah.
Oh man,
just
four.
That's true.
Never seen it. So I don't know.
4 decades of difference instead. Dude, Rocky 1 was, I think, 1977.
That's wild.
That's insane.
That is wild. Yeah.
45 years ago.
That's weird. And then John Wick 4. Yeah, I will definitely. I've never seen the third one. I'll definitely want to watch the. We can watch the first one. I'll definitely want to watch 2 and 3 before 4.
Sure.
So.
And those are all quick, 90, 100-minute blasts as well. So.
It goes by quick.
It does. And Ryan, I mean, if you love action movies, well, you got to be fine with action movies where a lot of people die. But if you like them, I would certainly recommend the John Wick movies.
They're not. It's so. We'll talk about this in the movie, but they're not. It's not overly gratuitous violence. It's very precise. Like The Accountant.
That's
like
true.
That's the thing about it. It's
that's
like
true.
It's legitimately like The Accountant was like, this is legitimately this set. Was designed by like Navy SEALs of like, here's how you attacked every combat situation, and you feel that as a viewer because you're like, this isn't just overly just I'm just shooting people like the Expendables or anything.
Yeah,
it's like no, this is like calculated, and that's what makes it feel good. It's like it's just like it's smooth.
The director's literally a like 20-year stunt man.
Yeah, so it's good. It's a good. We'll watch it. It'll be good.
Yeah, we just need
number
a
2
foot
pencil
of snow for a week. And we can knock out a whole ton of movies.
And then we still have power.
Yes, please. Yeah, and heat, and there's actually no snow outside.
They just keep canceling stuff because that's what they do around here now.
All right,
guys.
Cocaine Bear.
Yeah.
John Wick and Creed are coming, but actually, I don't know what we'll get to next.
Either that or Lord of the Rings.
But 3 of our upcoming projects, so there you go.
There we are.
A little bit of vision casting for you.
Yeah, love you guys. Have a great rest of your
Merry
week.
Christmas. Oh, that was the last episode. Sorry.
Bye.
Thanks for listening to the 3 Dudes in a Movie podcast. We appreciate you. Feel free to follow us on Instagram, and be sure to give us a review on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you listen. Have a great day, and remember, movies are good. All right, bye.